Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our channel, or welcome if it's your first time. If you're new here, I'm Mom, or Kay from Millennial Mom, and today we're going to talk about the tell-all for 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Season 5, Tell-all Part 1. Now, before I begin with any video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Leave your comments so I know what you thought about the tell-all. I personally think the tell-all gave part 1 already. Normally, we would have to wait till like the final part, but no. It gave already to begin. So I was very happy about that. And tell a friend, share the video that Mom or Millennial Mom does the 90-day franchise, all of them, and the tell-alls, as well as Married at First Sight, and maybe some other things along the way as they come up. So let's see who's in the building, and hello to everyone that's on the replay. All right, so we have Frappes and Tea. Hola, yes, happy holidays. Welcome back, Frappes and Tea. Fell Foster Dog Mom, yes, if you're still in the building, hello. And to Sharon, good evening, how are you? And Tamika, hey girl, hey, yes. And Miss Dolores, hello there. And Miss Cynthia, hello. Hopefully you all got a chance to watch it, whether you saw it when it came out the same day or you saw it on the replay. Do you think the tell-all gave on this part 1? I do. Now, one thing I'm confused about, though, is what is the point of them bringing the alums back? We have, there's going to be, who is it? Kalani, Andrei, Tanya, and Tim. I'm like, what is the point of them coming back to put their 2 cents in with these couples? Now, even though Tim is friends with Kenny and Armando, okay, I can see maybe giving a point. But as far as Tanya, let me just be transparent. When it was Tanya and Sinjin on their season, I never cared for Tanya. I didn't care for her personality. I didn't care for her energy. You know, she gives the same energy, the same aura, kind of like Ashley of the 90 Day Fiancé with Manuel. That is almost along the same lines of energy, because then Tanya go off to Ecuador or somewhere like that as well to get her spiritualness. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it's like along the same lines. So maybe I just answered my own question. Maybe she's there to guide Kimberly, because Kimberly's into the tarot and things like that, to maybe, I don't know why she's there. I don't know why Kalani's there. Maybe for the sister connection for Shekina, maybe. But Andrei, what's he there for? Because if the clips are for him just to get into Shekina's face, I don't see that as necessary, but I guess as we see how the tell-all comes about, what happens. Okay, so it's so like I said, it's a 90-day tell-all part 1. The alums are there, and all the cast members have joined. We have Mary and Brandon, and we have Holly and Wayne, Shekina and Sarper, Armando and Kenny, Julio and Kirsten, and Brandon's mom, as well as Danielle and Yohan, Kim and TJ. How many of you all completely forgot about Julio and Kirsten? Because until they showed them the preview on the tell-all, I was like, who is that? And I was like, oh, it's Julio. Because they left so early in the season, right? Because, I mean, regardless of what Julio says now happened after the fact, but what we saw play out on the show was Julio is a mama's boy, and he can't make any decisions without the direction of his family. So that's how that went. Before the tell-all, there's a few quick scenes, and it begins with Julio and Danielle. They say they have a lot to say with plenty of receipts. I'm like, okay, first of all, Danielle is always offering up receipts every episode, right? From what Yohan has done to her and what she believes, what she feels. And true, Yohan may have done stuff, but she's always the one offering up other things that really, are they relevant? I mean, it became relevant like the last episode to go into the tell-all, which leads me to think, because this happened previously as well, that they may actually spin off yet again, like they did on the Love in Paradise, when they truly have no storyline, unless this is going to play out again on an entirely different season. What do y'all think about that? And then also we have Holly, who is sitting backstage with the cast members, talk about, oh, nice to meet everybody. I guess we've been trauma bonded. I said trauma bonded. Holly. Okay, maybe I shouldn't laugh out loud, but I did. Okay. So she went to South Africa where Wayne is. So that power grid went down. Wayne talked about the different break-ins and stuff that happened, before she came, and just Holly not being comfortable and just Holly running off every scene. So Holly clearly had PTSD, but she's trying to say, like, for the whole entire cast, they were trauma bonded. No, Holly, I think it was just you. Okay. And then we have Shekina. She said that she doesn't care about Sarper sleeping with the 2,501 women because we're not sleeping with him. She is. So what is our business to care? I'm like, girl, if that's how you sleep at night, you do you. Now, clearly there may be a few people who don't care about that number, whether it be a male or female, but that number is way too high. You need to cut it. You know what I'm saying? To even think that he's being serious with you, especially when he not threatened, but he promised you that if you left out the door, he would delete you and forget you in 2 seconds. So, I mean, did she forget about that? So now she kind of has like an attitude. I was like, okay, girl, where did this come from? And then she kind of also said that she spoke with Danielle. And even though she kind of said she's not here to make any friends, she says that Danielle didn't say hello back. And she thinks that Danielle has a superiority type of attitude, and she don't like that. I'm like, okay, like what you just said in confessional about you don't care about this and that with Sarper, but you're concerned about Danielle not speaking. Maybe Danielle didn't hear you. I'm not making any excuses for Danielle, but that's a possibility. Okay. Also, we have Kim coming into the tell-all, talk about, oh, no one told me about marriage. No one told me that it sucked. And she said that if anyone thinks that she's entitled or spoiled, she said she will let them know that their opinion is not warranted. And I'm like, well, Kim, did you think that marriage or any relationship is butterflies and unicorns every day? So, all right, well, we're going to get started with the tell-all. That was a preview. Let me read your comments. I'm going to drop the link and we're going to go from there. I also put in some screenshots of some things that Sarper and Shekina had said, like maybe before the show or during the show, as well as some videos as well. So I'm going to read some comments. I'm going to drop the link. Okay, so to make it, wait, let me go back up. Phil Foster Dog Mom says, hey, on the way home, going to listen. Okay. Thank you, Phil Foster Dog Mom. I appreciate it. To make you say this tell-all was telling all, right? Sharon, you say the tell-all was good. I didn't understand that part either way. Why were they there? Exactly. What were the OGs there for? What? Tamiki, you also said they didn't need to bring them back. You say Tanya's useless. I didn't care for Tanya. Did y'all care for Tanya? Are you familiar with Tanya, or is it just me? Because I didn't. She was the Ashley of 90 Day Fiance before we got to Ashley and Manuel, in my opinion. You forgot about them too, Sharon, Julio, and Kirsten. Me too, because I was like, who? I was like, oh yeah, okay. Tamika, you say, I'm glad he corrected them with his name. I mean, he tried to correct with the name the first time, Julio and Julio sounds more European. Your name is Julio. It is what it is. Okay. You forgot too, Dolores, about them. Yes. And Tamika, Holly cut her hair. She didn't cut much. It looked like it was like a little bit lighter and maybe a little bit off the ends, but she could use a little bit more of a chop because it's uneven, but who am I to talk about somebody's hair? Okay. Frappes and T said, I wonder if Holly's going to run off the stage. Definitely. That's coming up. And Tamika says she's going to do her Sha'Carri Richardson, not Sha'Carri. And then Frappes T said, I think Julio took an interest to Shekina. You think so? Well, on the flip side, I think Sarper took an interest in Kirsten. I really do. So, Phil Foster Dog Mom, you say Shekina is suffering from Stockholm syndrome and low self-esteem. No amount of plastic surgery will fix it. I kind of agree with you there. We'll get into that when her storyline comes up. And then Sharon, you say Kimberly was ridiculous and Jenny was right, entitled. Yes. You didn't like Tanya either. You like Tanya Frappes and tea? It's just her energy was a little bit off for me. I don't know. She was a little too pushy. I think on this show, and also too, it's not just the women. Let me call up another guy on the show as well. Nick from Devin and Nick from the 90 Day Fiancé. He's pushy as well. I don't think that's going to go too long if they are in a marriage and stuff like that. So, all right, y'all, we're going to get started. I dropped the link if you want to join on the panel. Let me just give you a brief overview of the link. If you click under Millennial Mom StreamYard, you have your choice of having your camera on to show your face or having it off to not show your face and just use your voice. It is up to you either way. You could just leave your comments in the comment section. I appreciate it regardless. So, backstage already, girl, you just hopped on that. I appreciate you every week. Are you ready to go? Okay. Welcome to the stage, Miss Tamika. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hello. Hey.
How you doing? Yes, the tell-all was tell-alling, wasn't it?
Man, it was pretty good.
It was good for part one, right?
Yes, for part one. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get started. So first, Shawn begins with Kenny and Armando. They confirmed they moved to Mexico City, which we knew they were. She moves to Brandon and Mary, who Brandon said he didn't want to leave his wife with the baby and baby Midnight. And everybody was like, Midnight. So, and then moving to Danielle and Yohan, who confirmed they're separated. Shawn asked Holly how long she's been back in the States. She said she's been, quite some time. Holly said 4 months. That shocked me, just like it shocked everybody else. Did that shock you? 4 months?
I knew she was back. I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, she's been here a long time. Okay. And then Wayne said it's strange. And then Julio or Julio and Kirsten. Like I said, whatever the storyline with his, if she was talking to somebody while y'all was together, you should have said that then, because the storyline gave you was a mama's boy and you couldn't make no decision. You know what I'm saying? So make that make sense. And then Shekina and Sarper saying it's the best relationship she's ever been in. I said, what? How, Sway? How is this the best relationship you've ever been in? Because the best friend was trying to get you to be in a relationship with him before you even went over. You know what I'm saying? So he looked like he was a decent kind of guy. Sarper says the same thing for him. And that,
the only relationship he's been in longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah, and Sarper said it's all good. She made me take a DNA test. I'm like, you or STD or whatever. He need to do more. Yeah. He need to do like weekly for life. Anyways, are you ready backstage? We have somebody else that's ready to join. Okay, here we go. Devontae.
I was wondering where my brother was.
I'm coming.
You all comfortable?
My wife said hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Sharon says Holly wanted out of Africa. I wasn't surprised she's back in the U.S. Yeah, but Holly.
That movie Out of Africa, that's based on Holly.
Like, how far did you run, Holly?
Well, the second time she left for real. Like she left.
She run like a scary movie, like in a scary movie when they trip over the stick. Oh my God!
Right.
Her hair gets caught on a branch.
Don't kill me! Don't kill me!
Right. So, all right. So first up, Kim and TJ. So Kim says she's still living in the apartment with TJ. I think their conversation was conflicting because how are you in the United States? Right. But
and she's been here for a while too.
That's what I'm saying. You've been here for a while. So that's conflicting to me. They show the clips of the apartment not being happy. We knew that TJ spent a lot of money. And I guess that converts over to 12,000 American dollars for 7 years for him to pay off. I don't know. The cast feels that she's entitled to spoiled brat, and Kim just, she's giving like crazy laughs, like she's in a horror movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, settle down.
Yeah,
like,
she's crazy. That's sociopath. Sociopath vibes.
That being by her stuff upstairs made her go nuts. She was sitting there. Hi, Kimberly. We're answering.
I just think that I'm being nice and saying melatonin because she truly needs something a little stronger, but she needs to like chill for real. Like what is she like 30 plus, giving vibes like she's 15, like, oh, I can say and do what I want. And then when she turned to say, should I say it, babe, to TJ? I said, babe. Oh, now he's babe, right?
Now that she don't live there no more, it's easy money.
Right. She need a 5150, 3 days, 72-hour hold. A 5150, 72-hour hold.
Something. So then
they showed
right. Then they showed the clip of the scream. I wrote the scream, right? And everybody's looking like we all did, I'm sure, watching it. We're like, what in the world is happening here, right? And so so she's trying to, I don't know, play it off, I guess. Then when they bring on Jenny and Sumit, right? Namaste. I said, here we go. We finally get to hear what really happened. Because see, this was a surprise for me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was a surprise. And when Jenny said, you know, it broke her heart about India. Kim got everything handed to her. I didn't get nothing. And if you watch the show from years back, we know that, you know, Jenny and Sumit's parents, first of all, they had Sumit kidnapped. Who remembers that? Right? Because he was technically married, right? Yeah. So they had Jenny all frazzled and everything else like that. And then Jenny still kept coming. She went to the States. She came back, got her Social Security together, came back for her man. Right. And
right. And she was good. She had dyed her hair. I'm like, okay, Jenny from the block.
Okay. Yes. Jenny is definitely from the block. But then, you know, Jenny was like, she's a spoiled brat. She's entitled. She's like, okay, what she say? Honey, what she call her? Darling.
Darling.
Jenny said, I'm not your darling. I said, Jenny, calm down. Calm down, Jenny.
That's how she was.
Right.
You ain't never seen nobody get mad to be called darling. Like that's
that's like calling somebody hun.
Right. Because a couple weeks, you may not remember, Tamiki, I think you probably do. On Instagram, there was a beef going with Jenny and Kim previously. So I guess they kept it under wraps of her being at the tell-all because Kimberly already broke her NDA. So that's how come that was on there. But real quick, Sharon says, I think Kimberly has some issues. Who screams like that and tells TJ to shut up like that? Something in her eyes is off. Exactly. Nobody screams like that.
I mean, but if but if you've been real frustrated and somebody keep talking, cut you off, and you can't really do anything, like you can't hit them, so you might just mess around and you not listening. Like, I mean, I just think it was on TV. People do that, though.
You do that?
I don't do that.
Did you like?
I'm with a black woman, okay?
I mean, I'm sure we've all have gotten frustrated,
right?
But there's a different levels of frustrated. That was truly a horror movie. Somebody is coming after me, scream. You know what I'm saying? And like, shut up. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh, I do it in the car after work. You know, you had a long day. You just grab that steering wheel. I just want to slide these people today, but you can't.
Depends on your job.
Exactly. Or you go into a room, scream, come back. Okay, what was we talking about? You got it out.
Room to go into. I work with elderly people. It's over. I gotta yell.
All right. Let me see. Did I drop the video? I do. Let me see. Not that video. I didn't do the video with Jenny and Sumit. I did with Shekina and Sarper. Well, anyways, Jenny said, come to Jaipur, honey. I'm waiting on you. I said, Jenny, who's going to be your backup in Jaipur? Because Kimberly, little young.
It ain't your man.
I don't think they're going to fight in a peaceful place.
Right. It ain't Sumit because he was just like, ooh, she said that she going to give you the address.
Right. After she called her the C word, I was like, oh, my goodness.
Is that a bad word for white people?
Yes.
It is. It is.
So thought of it like a what?
Yeah, that's fighting words.
Because they was all like, oh.
That's like saying your mama.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, your mama. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Frappes and T said it seems like she's been doing that since childhood. Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
It's different to be entitled and spoiled brat, but it's a whole different level when it feels like, for Kimberly's sake, where the world revolves around you, you're in India and you don't have to deal with no customs. Because even Jenny said, yeah, when you get married, you're in India. First of all, who got to tell you if you go somewhere else? You got to deal with their customs. Imagine if this was Kimberly with what was his name? Nicole and the one in Morocco. Remember in the streets and she was trying to yell then? Imagine if Kimberly did that then. I think that we wouldn't have seen Kimberly no more.
No, they would have put her out.
Yeah, she's been home.
Mm-hmm.
Mohammed?
With who?
Nicole, was it Mohammed? Nicole Mohammed? Nicole.
Oh, the mannequin.
Yeah, she wouldn't have lasted over there. Yeah, because she wouldn't have lasted over.
Shekina was getting on my nerves. Like, ma'am, shut up.
We gonna get to Shekina. Yeah, because she
got
like you
somebody.
She got real salty with a little extra hot sauce in there. So, but anyway, so after that scene, it's a break. The cast go backstage, and Kenny calls her out on that. He's like, "Do you think that you said the wrong thing talking to Jenny?" She's like, "No, I don't." I said, "See, that's how you know. That's exactly how you know. She's immature. She's entitled. She's got issues, and she do need a 51-50 hold." Even Shekina was trying to call her out, right? So, I don't know. Y'all think that they're gonna go to the next season? Do you think they're still gonna be together? Or you think that they're separated for sure? Because like I said, they gave me mixed signals.
He ain't going back to no India. He gonna have to come over here. They're gonna go to the other way. Ain't no way.
Mm-hmm.
He need to come over here now. Sir, it ain't gonna work above your mama. I'm sorry. I don't blame her. They burning cow doo-doo in the living room. The cow can walk in the living room. Daddy don't never say nothing. He can't go in the kitchen. I can't cook my garlic. It's too much going on. And I blame TJ though, because she just a nut, but he also
he said that he was told and stuff from her.
Yeah, but you didn't prepare your wife for nothing. You ain't practiced the language with her. Mm-hmm. All that before you got up here. Y'all could have been going over the ABCs or something. So she at least been hitting the hot spots. Like when you get up here, you go this the little cafe right here. You get 2 blocks to the left. Come on. We're going to do this so you can learn how to do it without me. It's 2 cows right and 2 cows left. And then you at the spot. Like he ain't prepare her. And it's weird. She don't speak the language. So the mama, they down there. And she like, I know they talking about me.
They're definitely talking about her. Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, he's wrong. Yes, he should have told her. But she's wrong too. Just by her energy that she gave off. So,
but that $12,000 he spent was great because I'm trying to figure out where is the rooms at. I've been trying to figure it out every episode. Like, okay, I see the kitchen in the living room. Where is everybody sleeping?
In the living room. There's no room. There's no room.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, we got to move. I didn't know. So everybody should get on the pallet.
You should have asked that question weeks ago. They all
in the living room.
I thought they just didn't. I thought they just wasn't showing most of the house.
That is the house.
That's the house.
And the roof.
Yeah.
Oh no! So what was upstairs before? Nothing.
They built that for him.
Yeah, he
built that for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they all just in the okay.
Yeah. Just like when we was cousins and we go to grandma's house.
Yeah,
and we all sleeping in the living room.
Yeah, but now we all bigger than grandma. We all can't fit in the living room no more, granny.
Right. But that's how they live. So we'll move on. I can't believe that stumped you this whole time. They've been in.
I just knew it was a back room, and it was like 2 little rooms.
No.
Wow.
Nope.
Yeah. All right, let's move to Shekina and Sarper. So Shawn brings up the clips that rub viewers the wrong way. First is the clip of Shekina being weighed, and she's 4 pounds off. She's supposed to be 128 pounds. And then they bring up the gym scene where, he's personal training. She's like, oh, I thought you weren't supposed to be training female clients anymore or kissing them on the tree. I'm like, how do you tell somebody what to do with their job? You know what I'm saying? If you're a trainer, you train everybody, right? You train men, you train women. Now, if you train in women and you have the reputation that Sarper has, or not even close to that reputation, you know what boundaries there are if you're in a relationship, correct? So I mean, for her to get upset about that was silly to me. But when he threw that sucker lollipop, I was like, that right there should have told you something.
Yep.
That right there, right?
I don't think that's the worst she ever been through. I think that's why everybody so mad about the sucker. This probably light work. Look at her. She just a glutton for punishment. She don't have no self-esteem.
She don't.
No, not at all.
And then they show a text of, she's like, oh, well, he sends me texts daily about, what I should be wearing, what I shouldn't be wearing, and what I should eat. And everybody's like, what? Because even I was like, huh? He's still doing that even though you're in the States? She's like, yes, but it's endearing. So, she plays it. Talk about, you have lunch today, send me the lunch so I can tell you about your carbs, and, don't wear all this lipstick on your lips because it makes it look bigger. I'm like, they're big.
He told her don't contour her face.
Yeah, all this stuff. And I'm just like, for real?
And don't embarrass him.
Right.
Or embarrass yourself.
Don't embarrass me because I'm doing it all by myself. I'm doing it all by myself.
Right. Now, Danielle said if it was her, she would have shoved that lollipop where the sun don't shine. I was like, Danielle, he wouldn't have been.
Danielle, we seen Yohan take the dog and you cried like a, no, don't take the dog. You're the devil. You're a monster. So you wouldn't have.
Yeah, she wants. Yeah. One thing somebody said is that he was grooming her. I get that. And then somebody else said something about she needs a man to lead her. Because somebody's like, oh, I'm like that too. I need a man to lead me.
Holly, the Dolly. Yeah.
Yeah. And I understand that, but it ain't a man, it's your husband.
Correct. That's
it's a difference.
That's the difference. Mic drop. So then, the cast, some of the cast, well, Kalani was like, oh, that's a little bit too toxic. And he's talking, mess about you in front of your sister. And Shekina don't care. But when Shawn brings out the fact that her sister, can't think of her name right, Shariah, didn't want to come to the tell-all because they fell out. Now Shekina is way more salty. And then we get the clip of Shariah talk about, she doesn't feel like Sarper has changed, and just how she feels like he's, molding, grooming, all the brainwashing her, things like that. And Shekina said that she don't speak to her sister no more. Matter of fact, there's 6 sisters. She don't speak to none of them. She don't speak to her mama. I was like, do you speak to your daughter? That's what I was waiting on, but she didn't say that though. And I'm like, because I'm sure your daughter is cool with her aunt. Because you out there doing whatever around the world with whatever man is giving you attention today. So, speaking on that, well, let me comment. Cynthia says, Shekina proves she doesn't have a mind of her own. Sarper's perfect for her. She's irritated me. I feel sorry for her daughter. Exactly. I knew you meant Shekina, Cynthia. Let me see. So this is what I saw. This is a screenshot, so I'll let y'all see it. Oh, let me take the comment off. It says, Sarper, this is them. I'm glad I was not in the studio. Probably I would be deported. Shekina says, I can handle myself, but I'd rather you handle me. That's what they got from that. So in my thoughts about, let me take that off. Sorry about that. In my thoughts about this is, do y'all remember when Shekina said how she grew up? How she grew up in a cult when she was younger? She said,
yes.
I think it's exactly what triggered her mind that turned those thoughts back on to be led like this. Because there's no way you can tell me, as grown as you are, and as when she first came over, and even like during some scenes a couple weeks ago, she was telling him like, well, I'm leaving. I don't care. Speaking up for herself. But all of a sudden she's like, oh, I don't care if you slept with 2,500 people. I like to be led. I'm submissive. And then Sarper's like, yes, she's submissive to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, since when?
Right. She literally told Kimberly, was like, I just felt like you went over there and you tried to change everything about TJ. And you literally did the same exact thing. As soon as you walked out, we're not sleeping in the bed. We're sleeping on the couch. You got to get a new bed. Oh, no. You can't work with female clients. You literally did the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. She's sick in the head. Sick.
Definitely.
Sick. The whole family. The daughter probably sick. She a knockoff Kardashian. You trash.
Here we go with the video. I did pull the video too. Here we go.
The way he delivers it is loving and it's endearing. It's not controlling. I don't know if you guys can.
Hello aşkım. Today. Don't use a dark lipstick and don't contour. It shows your lips bigger. Sit straight.
You're being exposed, babe.
Aşkım, don't eat too much carbs for the lunch. Okay? And if they give you any options, show it to me. Send it to me. I will choose for you.
Sorry, I didn't do that.
Mwah.
It's all good advice.
Whoa,
It's all good advice, though. This is good advice. It's not anything unreasonable.
It's nothing unreasonable. I can't even imagine. Now, Devontae, you're married, right, to the lovely Miss Catrice.
Yo.
Have you ever asked her to show you her lunch so you could decide what it is that she can eat?
No.
Okay. Because why? You have respect for your wife and vice versa, correct?
Right.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Shekina thinks that this is okay. And Sarper is used to doing this with his concubines along the way, right? He's used to saying this and having his own way and manipulating these ladies because, again, it's like he said to Shekina before, if you leave, I'll forget you in 2 minutes or 2 days or whatever. So he's used to this. So that's why I think that Shekina, from her upbringing, has gone
He probably forgot her now, and he on 2,568.
I mean, he got female clients. We all know what he doing. I wouldn't be surprised if he got OnlyFans. I mean, it's just what it's given.
You know what? That I can see it.
Only makes sense.
I can see it. Yeah. Fred Basin T says yes, and Holly is JW's similar religion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So any other thing about Sarper and Shekina right now? Because I think whether it be part 2 or 3, Andrei is going to get in her face, which I didn't appreciate. Because I mean, it doesn't matter how you feel about somebody. He shouldn't be confronting her as if, you know.
Who is that?
He is
That was
Go ahead.
he was with her name started with Elizabeth. Yeah. Remember, he didn't like the sisters either, or the sisters didn't like him. And
Devontae is new to the 90-day franchise.
Is you talking about that dude in the back that looked like a scarecrow?
No, that's Tim.
Man, when he walked on there, I was like, who let the boy from the Wiz on?
No, that's Tim.
no,
Andrei has been known to cause conflict and rift when he was on his several seasons of 90 he was on too. But and he's from Moldova.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Moldova. He met his wife here in Florida.
Okay.
So
who was the girl in the blue? Is that the habitual cheater?
that's Kalani from
the one with the one dude with all the tattoos.
Asuela.
Asuela. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Why you on the show trying to talk about respect? You cheat. You a cheater.
Right. I don't know why they brought the veterans back.
Everybody was out of pocket. The only person who should have said something was the old man who don't look his age.
Kenny?
Yeah, he the only one that has some sense. Everybody else should have zipped it.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that next week when Tim chimes in. All right, so let's get to Julio, the mama's boy. So he said that Kirsten was cheating on him the whole time. Okay. He said he got recordings of Kirsten. Shawn asked him, did he feel bad about how he left things with Kirsten before, they broke it off? Because he did mislead her, talk about, I'm going to move. Then his family, talked him out of it at the cookout, and his mom was like, you're not going nowhere. Remember, I thought he was an only child until they had the dinner scene. He got 2 other brothers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so even Sarper chimed in and asked a question to Kirsten. I'm like, he's the last person I need to be asking anybody any questions. Talk about just sense the vibe that did something else happen? Did maybe you cheat? I said, huh?
Cause he toxic. Another toxic man. That man toxic.
Right.
I wasn't. But first of all, your name ain't Julio. Your name what is his name?
Julio.
It's Julio.
What she used to call him?
Julio.
He don't even want to be by his name. You can't trust him. He don't look. Can't you just look at somebody and just know that they're a liar? Just look at him. I was just looking at him. I was like, why I don't believe nothing he said.
Right. I don't either.
Nothing.
He wasn't being honest when he first came on the show. So, if that's how you're introduced, then why would we think anything different of you?
Like, that girl ain't cheating. I don't believe she cheated on him. Maybe a cheat back.
And remember, he didn't tell his family for a year about her. They didn't know about her.
Right.
How you madly in love you ain't told your mom?
Right. Exactly. I don't know. He got excuses, but I guess said he was tired of protecting her and what she had going on. And so he recorded some conversations. Now, when he said that, she was like, oh, he's just my good friend. Then Kirsten was like, you was recording what? Then she kind of like got into a shell. So it kind of seems like maybe she was doing something different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's no excuse, but I mean,
he probably kept on pressing her and she just started saying, that's my friend. That's my friend. She probably did block him so he could shut up.
Maybe.
I don't believe her. I don't believe him at all. I just don't. I know. I need hard. Where's the hard evidence, sir? You on TV. You gotta have the screenshots. You gotta have
the recording.
Those recordings better be clear. Nothing muffled. If they're muffled, like
right.
don't
it's gonna be them arguing just like they argued on TV. She's just gonna be in the bathroom.
Because apparently she took his phone and like deleted a lot of stuff allegedly, but he recorded something.
But my thing is, how would she know there's stuff on his phone? Why, if you're recording somebody, why would you be like, hey, I got some recordings of you? Why would you do that? If you're waiting for the tell-off, why would you give that away? So then if we're together, if I know your stuff, maybe I will delete if I'm doing something out the ordinary, but you don't give, what they say is no fun when the rapper got the gun. Why would you do that?
But what you deleting it for if he already seen it? You ain't making no sense.
She didn't want nobody to hear it, and then he hold it against her, apparently.
Phil Foster Dogmom says, I don't believe Kirsten was cheating, deflecting.
Yo. And
also say, and so what if she was cheating? He had no intention of marrying him or her. Exactly. He had no intention of even
no.
If you got swayed by the barbecue, the cookout, you weren't going nowhere. So
he was a liar from jump. You ain't never want to leave the spades table. You know you
that's what I said. When his sister said you can't play no more spades, he was like, I ain't moving that. I ain't going nowhere. They got no spades. I got to play you. No.
All right, we're going to be playing online. This ain't the same.
No.
Right. It is not the same. So that was it, Congested. I do have a clip for y'all. I got 2 clips. Next week, Tell All Part 2. The clips are coming up with Julio and Kirsten and the phone recordings. Like I said, they better be good. They better not be muffled. If they're muffled, that his 15 minutes of fame, up, over, done with.
Right.
Holly and Wayne, even though she's been here for 4 months, she said they haven't even spoken for 2 to 3 weeks. I'm like, Holly, sounds like what she said of her other marriages that she had within a year.
I could not look at Wayne too long. I literally bust out in tears laughing.
Why?
Cause his face is just twisted. It's just like
he's upset. That's how his face twists up.
I said that baby gonna be hit.
We're gonna have Danielle and Yohan. She's gonna bring out all her receipts, and then Yohan calls her a Diablo. I said, not Diablo.
Yep.
She said this was the whore hotel. I was
you was the bottom. Duh.
Stop. But here's the thing: if
MYM,
right? Mute your mic. If you knew that already, Danielle, why did you continue? Why? That's all I got to say. All right,
you know why? Because she was bragging with her friends.
You can get that anywhere. She was on a long vacation anyway.
Not because she was bankrupt. She had to get not in America. She had to get out of there.
That's true. All right, let me bring up the clip from coming up. Here we go.
He had sex with this woman. It was a month before we got married. 2 weeks ago, she sent me like a 4-page email and detailed their relationship.
What is Brandon like when he gets mad?
I do sometimes call her a scammer, call her a bitch.
Angela, what could Mary possibly do to Brandon that would make him call her some of those words?
Do you guys want to talk about the last incident?
Holly, I understand you've actually been back in the States for a while. How long has it been?
4 months.
Wayne, are you thinking about ending this relationship?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tim, you and Kenny are friends. Did you give them any advice on the baby decision?
Actually, I did not.
Yes, he did.
He's gonna dedicate the rest of his life to that child, and he's doing it more for Armando than himself.
Are you seriously coming up to me and confronting me?
Yes, you're saying that I'm the most toxic person over here.
Sit down.
You were telling me to sit down.
So get out of my
You're
face.
not gonna tell me to sit down.
This tell-all is the first tell-all I've ever seen that's giving, like giving. First of all, like, where do we even start? Mary and Brandon, he's calling her the B word and a scammer. I said,
I mean, she did low-key scam. She just scammed the broker.
She did low-key scam, but
she didn't know what she was doing. He built a whole village.
Right, he did. But who wants to live with that every day? Talking about you scammer, you be, and then you got your mama on the stage talking about you want to talk about the last incident. So I wonder if the last incident is the one that was on the Instagram with Mary crying and carrying on. We know unless some serious changes of reflection from both separately and then together, this is not happening long term. It isn't. It just isn't. And first of all, where's Lolo at? Her grandfather. He told her too many times already, at least for my taste. Because I'm gonna tell you once to tell you. The second time is my final time. Is that's it. You know what you should be doing. You have embarrassed us in front of the neighbors and the village. What is going on? Okay. And then, like I said, the scene with Andrei coming up to Shekina wasn't cool. And then Tim putting his 2 cents in, talking about he's having this baby with Armando for the sake of Armando. He's going to spend the rest of his life raising this baby, which is true because Kenny is, by now, Kenny is between the ages of 62 and 65. Because we met Kenny at 59 and a half, 4 or 5 years ago.
May make it to the college graduation without dementia.
I mean, maybe
possible. Is he gonna make it to see his grandbaby?
No, because he's already 60 plus.
Yeah, that's right.
I wonder why Armando doesn't come to the States when Kenny comes.
I wondered that too. I'm like, Armando, you don't have no passport by now?
Yeah. That don't make sense.
I find that odd too, because every time Kenny has gone to the States for taping or even to like the Pillow Talk house, Armando's never there. That makes sense.
Because maybe he don't trust nobody with his daughter. You know, that's gonna be his excuse.
She should have a passport too. That's her daddy.
Right. Yeah. Send her to her grandmother.
True. That too. So I don't know. Holly and Wayne, I think the show is over. I think it's over. I think it was over before she even got over there, personally.
Yeah.
Danielle, like I said.
Why Wayne ain't move in with his dad? Your dad got a way nicer place. What is going on over there? You live in the hood. Daddy looked like he was living all right.
He's all right. I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to Mary and Brandon, and I'm looking forward to Kenny and Armando. I want to hear if the surrogate is really pregnant, because if that's the surrogate that was crying a couple weeks ago, you know what I'm saying?
That baby. She gonna be gone. So it's gonna be the new season. Oh, our baby's missing. She kidnapped. I didn't sign the papers.
Oh my goodness. So y'all remember about the holiday thing, right? I'm gonna play that too and then make an announcement. So hold on a second. Here we go.
Millennial Mom are having a giveaway as a thank you for supporting our channel this holiday season. We are giving away 2 $25 Sidoni gift cards. Now, Sidoni features clean beauty and skincare for men and women. To enter the giveaway, send your name and email to millennialmom92@gmail.com Now, deadline to enter is December 20th, and this is valid for U.S. residents only. Happy holidays, everyone, from Millennial and Mom.
I begin to.
All right.
Right.
You have until December 20th to enter your name for a chance.
Right.
If that's what you want to do. So also, two more comments and I'll make a statement. Phil Foster Dog Mom says, I know me and I wouldn't raise anything after 60. Tired, right, Kenny? Okay, 60? I'm 50. No, it's a wrap. Dolores says, looking forward to next week. Me too. Yeah, raise one that's mine, not a grandchild. Oh no, that's asking a lot. With diagnosis or not, that's just too much to ask. Because been there, done that kind of thing. Anyway, so the announcement is the 90-day fiance that came out on Monday. That video has been taped and pre-recorded already. It will drop tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. So pre-recorded, it'll be out. So because we saw a new couple, Citra and Sam. Did y'all see the episode?
Yes.
You did? And then Devin and Nick and all them. And I was like, I told you, Nick. I told you. It's even worse with the Confederate statue that's in the middle of the city. So, anyways, the video is
I couldn't believe it's still up. But
was we not talking about that?
Huh?
I said, was we not talking about that?
No, I made a video for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be out. I've already made it. It'll be out tomorrow.
I just knew the dude that was on drugs was a whole lesbian. The whole time I was like,
I thought so too. But
like when he walked into the men's bathroom, I was like, is this about to be a thing or what's going on?
Yeah, I thought
it was like, yeah, I was on drugs. I was like, that's it?
Yeah. Now, if you want the video drop sooner, it can because it's already made. It's already ready to go. Is 3 o'clock in the afternoon good for everybody, or you want it earlier? Does it matter?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, it's already recorded. I'm just waiting to hit the button to send it out to everybody. So it's already ready to go. So we'll talk about that next time. I'll incorporate that at the end of the tell-all next week. I just didn't know how long this tell-all would be, so I didn't want to keep everybody longer than necessary. Okay. And then also on Thursday, we will be live for Married at First Sight. It looks like Pastor Cal's going to be there to see if Lauren and Ryan is going to continue with their marriage. And then Emily and Brennan is going to decide whether they're going to stay in the same apartment or not. I'm like, what's happening here? What is happening with these people?
Oh, they got to up the pay. They got to up the pay. That's if the 2 out of 4 couples already quit. It's a wrap for this. They might as well go ahead and cancel the series.
I think they already taped the next one.
I think they're too.
Yeah.
I'm about to start a hashtag fire Pastor Cal on Twitter.
Well,
and Dr. Pepper. Fire them all.
Honestly, I don't see any couple making it.
No, not at all.
Claire and Cameron was a no from the beginning. You can't even convince me, Claire and Cameron. So Brennan and Emily don't want to live. Well, Brennan don't want to live in the same place. And then Lauren and Ryan don't seem like they're going to make it past this episode. So who's left? Becca and
right. She was open. I knew she was lying. I was like, why this black woman out here lying? Oh, I think you're my type. And I'm like, you would have walked past him 900 times in a bar.
So, all right, we'll be back. If you can join Thursday, everybody, feel free to join. If not, catch the replay. Thank you for joining. Look out for that video tomorrow, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good evening, everyone.
Bye.
Take care.